Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is my 2019 Ranger, and we are going to be putting some LED headlights in. And this is courtesy of Flashark Racing. The guy's name's Jerry. He reached out to me, wanting to know if I'd do a review on these. I put one in just a minute ago to see if it actually fit and how bright it was, and it actually is pretty bright. They are giving me a link for you guys to use, or a discount code for 15% off. It's AN15. That's Anthony Nancy 15. You get 15% off. Flashark, and I'll leave a comment down, or a link down in the comments where you can pick these up. My truck takes H13. I know my headlights are dirty. I'm sorry, pollen season. H13 for the low beams. Pretty easy to access. It's kind of dark in there right now, but this is the cover. You pop that cover off and turn it toward the outside of the truck. Pop the cover out, and then the bulbs down inside there. And this is the headlights, and these are the H13s. They do fit. Very, very small bulb, and it does have a fan built into it, so it's pretty cool. I did plug it in to see if it works. It does. It gives you enough room with this power cord. It will fit down inside the housing because the factory cord is kind of short. You got to get the bulb out. This plugs directly into it, and it will tuck down inside the housing. As soon as they come on, they're instantly on, and this little fan comes on. It's very quiet, but I did stick my hand back there and I could feel it. These are the specs on this one. Input power is 16 watt to 22 watt. Operating voltage is DC 12 volt to 24 volt. Luminous flux 4000 LM. IP rate IP68. Light source model CSP Y19. Color temperature 5500 K, and the operating life is greater than 10,000 hours. Operating temp -40 degrees to -100 degrees, or excuse me, -40 degrees to 100 degrees Celsius. This is for the H11s, excuse me, see, H11, not H13. That's the part number for H11. So the low beams are H11s, high beams are H13s. We're just doing the low beams right now. I'm going to do this side and compare it to the LED compared to the regular, and it'll shine over here in this area so you can see the difference. So let's get into putting this headlight bulb in. So you guys already saw me take the cover off. The headlight's down inside here. Stick my hand down here, turn the bulb toward the outside of the truck, and it's a tight fit with these factory, well, these are, and then push the button and unplug it. Remember, don't touch these bulbs with your fingers. It puts your fingerprints on it, and then if you ever have to go back and use them again, it's not going to be good. So this, the new one, and it plugs in down there. If I can get to it, kind of hard to see. I do apologize. It's a tight fit, man. There it goes. Heard it click. Give it a little tug. It's good. You can see the bulb. Now I'm gonna go into the housing. Stick it into the housing, and it has a weather seal on it, so we're good there. and it's in the housing. Now I just turn it back toward the other side of the truck. Until it doesn't turn. It's locked into place. You see that? And what I'll do, I'll take this, shove it down inside the housing. Because it fits in there perfect. Look at that. If you can see that down there. And I'll put the cover back on. Get the wire in. So that's in. Cover's in. Now, let's take a look at it. Alrighty. LED side, regular halogen side. You see a big difference. I like that. Sorry about the dirty headlight. And the light diode is facing side to side, so it's reflecting off the sides here compared to this regular dim. I like that. You can hear it running in there. So I'm gonna put this other one in, and then we'll look at both of them. Yeah. Let me turn off the lights to see if there's any difference. Halogen, LED. I wish it was darker outside. But I'm gonna put this one in over here, and then we'll compare. But it's actually a pretty easy install. Just plug in and play. Now, I got the other side in. I turned the truck around, backed it up so we can have this wall right here. I know it's pretty close and compact in here right now. This side went in easy. This side was kind of a pain in the butt. And I think it's just because the way the bulb sits in the housing, it sits a little bit too far over to the outside of the truck. And I think the bulb's just a little bit long. So what I ended up having to do is the O-ring weather seal that was on that bulb was red, and it was a little bit thicker. So I ended up having to take this little blue weather seal. So I took it off one of the bulbs, and I put it on the LED bulb, and it seemed to fit better. And I ended up having to take my air box out so I could actually get in there to do that. So as far as light goes, let me turn off these lights over here. So it's fairly dark in here. And let's turn on the headlights. And they are fairly bright. I give them that. And I mean, just from looking at it, they do look like they're pretty even. I mean, as far as an LED light goes, it's got the white light. You can actually kind of see it's lighting up the whole inside here. I do like that. I do like that they're brighter. I don't like that I had to fight with that other side. If they make the bulb just a little bit smaller, I think we'd be all right. They are giving a 15% discount. It's AN15. No, I'm not getting paid for these, but they decided to give you guys a discount if you wanted to try them out. May be different for your vehicle. I know my buddy's got a Subaru. He wants some for his, so I'm gonna send him the link, and we're gonna try to install it on his stuff and see if it's any different. But this side, just because the bulb, let me see that in there, the bulb actually sits a little further over this way, so the cover didn't want to go on all the way. Other than that, not too bad. I think my brother said he had some H13s that he'd give me for my high beams. I do like the white, the bright, very bright. Actually, it was, like you see, it was pretty dark in here. It lit up. I'm sure I'll be able to see further down the road a lot better than them regular halogen bulbs. But that's just, like I said, my only complaint. This side was a pain in the butt. I ended up having to take my box, take the weather seal off of the LED light, use the one off of the actual halogen bulb because it was just a little bit thinner and it gave me enough room to put the cover back on. It was fine on this side. So if that's the only complaint and I got the weather seal and the cover back on there, if I just had to swap out some seals, that's fine. I probably could have done that to begin with. But as far as brightness goes, yes. As far as compatibility with the H11 bulb, plugged right in. It went right into the socket and it turned right into the housing. No complaints there. Not really a big complaint, but having to fight with that over there, no big deal. But I'll leave a link down in the description if you guys want to take 15% off. I think the regular price of these was like 79 or 89 bucks. Yes, it is a fairly cheaper version. There are much better versions out there. But this is for a budget friendly. They did send me these to test out. If you have the money to get better ones, get better ones. But these are, like I said, budget friendly. Supposedly over 10,000 hours of life. Can't complain about that. On a scale of 1 to 10, installation wise, let me rephrase that, fitment wise, as actually turning into the housing and plugging in, 10 out of 10. Brightness, so far it lit up this whole room, 10 out of 10. The bulb over there, like I said, it could be just the way that the Ranger's built. Your vehicle may be different. I give that one like a 6 out of 10. Shouldn't have to do that. They should just be plugging in. As far as the actual bulb itself, I get a 10 out of 10 on that one. It has a little cooling fan on the back of it. They're very quiet. You can hear them if you're walking and listening for it. Other than that, the whole rating out of the bulb, I give it an 8 out of a 10. I'm going to use them. But if you want some, I'll leave a link down in the description. Use the code AN, that's Anthony Nancy 15. They'll give you 15% off. No, I'm not being paid for this. Thank you, Jerry, for sending these to me. Any questions, leave them in the comments. Love you guys. See you on the next one.